What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in. I know you guys, a lot of people in the comments have been talking about put your muffler back on, blah blah blah. I'm waiting on an exhaust from a subscriber. One of you guys are actually coming up from California. I think it's not too far. I think he's only driving like a 5.5 hour drive, but I'm driving 2 hours down to Eugene, Oregon, and we're meeting, and he is giving me a full straight pipe exhaust for this car. I know it's going to be kind of ignorant, but it's free and it's going to be sick, and it's going to be a lot better than just the muffler delete. So calm your orangutan titties, the car is going to have an exhaust soon. It might not be no Tome Da or some NVIDIA exhaust, but like I said, this car is going to be drifted, and that's the first thing to go when you're drifting, falling off a track, is your exhaust. So I'm stoked. I did some final little touches to this car. If you guys remember, I was talking about doing the little banner up on the windshield. I actually ended up doing it in red, and then I drove it around all day yesterday and I just was not feeling it at all, so I ripped it off. So I got around to wrapping that little rear diffuser part in the space black. I think it gives it a nice little touch, but I honestly haven't really seen the car like in sunlight all together. I wiped it down with a little microfiber rag, so it's looking a little clean. I still have to do the windows, but this is the third car that I've wrapped, but I want to say the first car that I've actually done to a good kind of good spec. I really prepped the surfaces. I tried my hardest, you know, I did really put the time into it. There's some cons. I'm going to show you guys every single con that I've seen. So when we get to the spot behind Walmart, it's a nice sunny spot. Hopefully I can show you guys every single con about the wrap job. The car did turn out great, and I think it's perfect in my eyes, but there are little tiny little flaws throughout the car. Alright, so I just got to this spot. Apologize for the wind. It's really windy today. But yeah, probably doesn't help that I'm at like super high up. Here's the car in the sun. Woo! She is looking fire. So we're gonna do a little walk around before I point out every single con. Like I explained earlier, I just did that bottom part in the Galaxy Black. So if I can get it to focus and then move across. Ooh, it's much sparklier in real life than on the camera. On the roof too, showed you guys. This is my favorite part of the whole wrap. A lot of you guys agreed with me. I really like this. And on the mirrors, you can barely see it on the mirrors, but so yeah, the finish, I think from 10 feet away it almost looks like paint, but yeah. So let's start off with the front end. The bumper isn't completely lined up. The top bolts, I only have 2 bolts and the quick release little things, so don't mind the bumper gap. Come down here. This is probably the worst part of the wrap. I had to do a little inlay down here, and I did it in the pitch dark in my garage, and you can see it is bubbling up right here. I have to do a separate inlay right there and then do the rest. I should have waited to do that in the sunlight, but I did it in the dark and now it looks like crap. Where I did the plastic weld and Bondo, cracked right here under the vinyl. Not too bad considering the bumper is going to be flying off when I take it to the track anyways. But for the most part it's pretty good. Fender, this is the one fender that has like a bunch of debris. Some of these are rock chips, but the others are debris. The hood actually turned out perfect. Yeah, no flaws on the hood at all. Come on to this fender. This fender turned out perfect as well. This fender was a little bit dented in on the bottom side, but yeah, kind of hit it with the wrap. This door turned out really good. One thing I noticed was that I slipped with the blade right here. If you can see that, there's a tiny little bit of silver showing, which sucks. I would say I would redo that, but it's a small thing. Yeah, I don't think it's too big of a deal. Next time I wrap this door, when I eventually go a different color, I'm definitely going to take off all this trim. I just didn't know how to, and yeah, I was being kind of lazy. Like I said, I'm just learning still. I showed you guys this in the last video. I just need another clip to push this in, and then you won't be able to see it. But there's some silver showing. I did this at like 3 a.m. All the lines on the rear bumper, really good. Under the fender, really full coverage. Another thing I showed you guys in the last video, there is some silver showing when you push down the gas cap right here. I could do a little tiny little sliver in there and it'll cover that up completely, but with a silver car or any brightly colored car, you have to really get inside the cracks to make sure that there's no of the previous color showing. So come along to the bumper. I did a inlet where the license plate sits. There's some glue from some of the vinyl I was peeling back, but if I can get it to focus, you can see that there is a line right here. I could have done that a little better, but with this wrap, 3M tends to be a little bit thicker, so when you do inlays, you can really see the line sometimes. But I still haven't even cleaned that bottom piece, so when I do fully clean the car, it should make the little lines be a little bit harder to see. If you can see under the spoiler right here, there's some 3M tape showing. I thought the spoiler was going to completely cover it, but it didn't. And right here, I was being kind of lazy again. I didn't sand down or goo gun off all the 3M underneath. I kind of wanted to keep that stuff there for when I laid the wrap over. It was going to kind of give me a little template to lay my new 3M tape, but it turns out that it's showing a little bit, which isn't too bad because I plan to redo the hatch eventually, just because there's these two little wrinkles right here, if you can see them. There's two little wrinkles right here and a slit right there. So eventually I'll redo the hatch, and then when I do that, I will completely take off all the little 3M tape down there and then redo that. So come along to this quarter panel. This quarter panel turned out A1. The side skirts both turned out really good. This door turned out perfect. The roof turned out really nice. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all the flaws. I can open up the hatch for you guys. Oh my goodness, it's so windy. So if you guys can see, these are the lines that people will see when you open up your hatch and stuff. A good wrap job will have clean lines. I try to make the parts that people will see as eye appealing as possible. So on this little part of the QP, I wrapped it up, and this was freehand. I didn't use any knifeless tape, and I think for the most part I got it pretty good. Come on right here, this is also that little pillar piece. Has a little bit of a wrinkle right there. The bumper line, pretty good. This side is all right. Yeah. Under the hatch, you can see it. Under the hatch turned out pretty good. There's a little bit of wrinkling right here. Could probably fix that up with the heat gun. We will see in the next few months where the failure spots are, but with CK's videos, I think, honestly, I don't think a lot of this will fail. But for that little tiny piece right there, that will be redone, so don't worry about that. I'll probably redo that sometime this week. But yeah, she looks fire. I'm really proud of myself. Yeah, I haven't washed it. Like I said, I did a real quick little wipe down with a microfiber, but for the most part, yeah, I think she looks great. So I'm gonna turn off the video right now and get some shots for Instagram. If you guys are not following my Instagram, make sure you follow. I'm about to hit 1,000 followers and it's kind of exciting. Follow the Instagram at ShouldBeGood. You already know. So as I'm driving right now, I must have not have tightened this little seal right here, or just the mirror. So I'm gonna have to take the door panel off when I get back home, and then yeah, I want to tighten that thing up because I can hear a little bit of air coming through when I get up to speed, like around 30 miles an hour. All right, we are here. I think I'm gonna go with that burger right there, smoky blue cheeseburger. Usually a deluxe crispy kind of guy, but yeah, I don't know. Oh man, now I'm stuck in between. Smoky blue cheeseburger from Burgerville, A1. Alright, so if you have a 370Z and you are wondering how to take off the door panel, it's actually really easy. It's basically the same as if you were doing it on a 350Z. So first things first, you got to take off this little panel right here. There's a 10mm bolt behind that. You're going to want to pop out this little thing right here. This pops out really easy. And then there's two bolts right under there, all 10mm bolts. Alright, we got the door panel unbolted. That literally took 30 seconds. And then you just grab this back panel right here, pop the clips out, and it literally falls off. When I first did this, it came off the same way. And yeah, it just pops off. And then you need to take out these little balls right here. So if you can see these little balls down here, you just pop out this white thing, and then pop out the other one. This ball comes out, and then this swingy thing comes out from the door latch, and then the door panel is off. Seems really tight already. I don't know how air could be getting through that at all. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I wonder if, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna throw this back on and then reset the door switch. I guess I'll show you guys how to do that. So the door panel is fully back on, all bolted in, it's all nice there. But if you ever get a 370Z, G35 or G37 350Z, you will encounter this problem. Every time you open the door, the window will go down and it won't go back up. So if you ever take your switch panel out down here, it'll have to be reset. So what you want to do is keep your door open, close it, and you're going to want to go all the way down, hold it there for 10 seconds or 15 seconds, and then you're going to want to go all the way up and then hold this there for 15 seconds. Alright, and I think that's done. You can roll it down and then roll it back up. Then when you open it, it goes down. When you close it goes back up. Awesome, so that's how you reset a window motor in the 370. I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. I didn't really have much to do. I just wanted to get a video out for you guys. So peace out, guys. I hope you guys like how this thing's going. I'm loving it so far. Yeah, I can't get enough of it. Take care.